All right, I started working on this skirt for this side. I took a piece of this tube steel rod, real light steel rod, and I welded it there, and that's the shape of that there, right there. And then I welded it across here, and I'll weld it all the way across until it gets to here. And then I will cap this. I'll cap this with another piece of steel all the way down to there. I'll have to weld a piece of steel in here to this spot. Grind it down, weld that up to completely close that in. Weld them together. And then I gotta weld that other one up too. About the same. Not quite as much though. That one wasn't off as far as this one was. So once we get all that tacked on there, then we're gonna hard weld everything to this skirt. Everything will be solid welded, ground down. And then we'll lock it back in to the opening, and we'll mud them both together and sand them both together. So we'll put this up in place, mud the whole thing. I'm going to put a piece of cardboard in here, and we'll mud the whole thing top to bottom. Then we'll sand it all locked in place. We'll pull the cardboard out, we'll sand it all locked in place, so the gap will stay there. And we'll do that until both of them are the same and straight. It's going to take a couple coats easy. So that's the plan. But we got to start by, like I said, welding this rod across the back here. And then we'll weld a plate on top of it. Close it off. Kind of like I started to on this one that I got to finish. So it'll look like that. Obviously it's rough. This one I haven't finished or cleaned up at all. That was like my starter when I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and it wasn't nearly as bad. So I decided to finish up this bad one first that really was off. And then I'll finish that one. And then I still got to work on this. Good thing about the S10, Holly finally sent me the correct wiring harness for that. So next time I work on that, I can put the ECU in. I'm going to recheck the fit of the distributor because I don't know if that's all the way on the oil pickup either. Because I was turning it over and it wasn't pumping oil to the top of the heads. So I may have that not locked all the way down. I got to check that. Because I'm thinking it's not locked all the way down. But we'll see. We're going to mess with that the next time we're down there. It's the first thing we're going to do, so I don't forget. I'll take the distributor out. I'll hold it in place, look and see where the piece is that fits down in the oil rod, and I'll look at the oil rod. If they're not lined up, I know it's not falling down in there. I'll turn the oil pump rod to match the distributor and drop it back in, and it should lock in and hopefully go down further. I think that's what's going on. We'll find out. So if you just don't quite catch and you've got that collar that adjusts, when you lock it in place, it is where it is. So I don't think it's going all the way down in there. And I got that collar there locked in place so it won't let it fall in. So we're going to mess with that next time we go down. And then we're going to start doing all the wiring because I'm going to have everything for the wiring for that. So for tonight, I think I'm done with this. It's getting late already. And we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's the plan with that. To make that all uniform, we'll be welding on that again probably Saturday, who knows. But we'll get this all fit, get this thing mudded up, and go from there. You guys have a good night.